I'm Ava, and welcome to Korean Ladder, the radio lesson where Korean starts to fit real life.
안녕하세요, 하나입니다. 오늘도 차근차근 같이 배워요.
안녕하세요. 준호입니다. 오늘은 하루의 시간을 더 자연스럽게 말해보겠습니다.
I know, 아침, 점심, 저녁, anthem. But if I want to say dawn, the middle of the day, or right around sunset, do I just use those same four words?
좋은 질문이에요. Korean uses more specific day part words very naturally, especially for schedules, weather, and plans.
Today's three key words are 새벽, 한낮, and 해질녘. They help you name the feeling of the time, not just the clock time.
새벽 means the very early part of the day, before or around sunrise. In English, think dawn or very early morning.
한내 means the bright middle of the day. In English, midday, broad daylight, or the middle of daytime.
해질녘 means around the time the sun goes down. In English, around sunset or at dusk.
So, 새벽 is not just any morning. It is that quiet, very early time.
맞아요. For a time expression, add 에. 새벽에 means at dawn or in the very early morning.
새벽에 운동해요. The particle marks the time. At dawn, I exercise.
새벽에 운동해요. That sounds like a very ambitious version of me.
Now 한낮. You often hear it with weather, heat, or bright daytime conditions.
한낮에는 더워요. In the middle of the day, it is hot. The particle에는 means at that time. As for that time.
한낮에는 더워요. So, 에는 adds a little contrast, like as for midday.
Exactly. Maybe mornings are cool, but 한낮에는 더워요. Midday is the hot part.
Next, 해질녘. It is a phrase, not one short word. 해 means sun, 질 means setting, and 녀 means around that time.
해, 질녘에 산책해요. I take a walk around sunset. This sounds very natural for plans and routines.
해질녘에 산책해요. I like that one. It feels more specific than 저녁에.
맞아요. 저녁 can mean evening, dinner time, or the evening period. 해, 질년 points to the sunset moment.
Let's hear the three in natural teacher examples.
새벽에는 조용해요. In the very early morning, it is quiet.
한낮에는 햇빛이 강해요. In the middle of the day, the sunlight is strong.
해 질녘에는 하늘이 예뻐요. Around sunset, the sky is pretty.
I notice it and 에는 keep showing up. Are these words mostly used like time locations?
Yes. With a time word, 에 means at or in. 에는 means at that time with a topic or contrast feeling.
If you are simply saying when, use 에. If you are comparing parts of the day, 에는 often sounds natural.
So I can say 새벽에는 춥고 한낮에는 더워요.
아주 자연스러워요. That contrast is exactly where 에는 works well.
Now let's use the words in a short Korean dialogue. Listen for the plan and the weather. 내일 언제 만날까요?
한낮에는 너무 더워요.
그럼 해질녘에 만나요.
좋아요. 새벽에는 비가 온대요.
I caught. 한낮에는 너무 더워요. And 해질녘에 만나요. Midday is too hot, so meet around sunset.
Good listening. Notice that 해질녘에 만나요 is about meeting time, not dinner.
Repeat after me. 새벽.
새벽,
좋아요. 새벽에.
새벽에.
Now 한낭. Listen carefully. 한낮.
한낮,
Good. In 한낮에는 the sound links into 에, so it becomes smoother. 한낮에는.
한낮에는
Last one. 해질녘. Say the spaces gently, not like three separate English words.
해질녘.
해질녘에 around sunset. The final 기역 sound in 념 connects to 에.
해질녘에. Common mistake check. If I say 저녁에 만나요, is that the same as 해질녘에 만나요?
Not exactly. 저녁 is broader. It can mean evening and sometimes dinner. 해질녘 is specifically around sunset.
Another mistake is using 점심 for the whole middle of the day. 점심 is lunch or lunchtime. 한마 is the bright middle of the day. 다음 복잡한 문제 다야.
So for weather, 한낮에는 더워요 is better than 점심에는 더워요, unless I really mean lunchtime.
맞아요. 점심에는 can work if you mean during lunch, but 한낮에는 sounds more natural for the hot part of the day.
Quiz time. You want to say, let's meet around sunset, not just sometime in the evening. Which is best?
I'm choosing A. 해질녘에 만나요 because it names the sunset time.
정답이에요. A is the natural answer because the boundary is sunset, not just evening and not night.
Second check. You are talking about strong sunlight and heat in the middle of the day. Which sounds most natural? 나 봉우아. 넌 콕 배지고 해도.
A again. 한낮에는 햇빛이 강해요. Strong sunlight belongs with midday.
맞아요. 새벽 is too early and 저녁 is too late for strong midday sunlight. 정리해 볼게요. 새벽은 해가 뜨기 전이나 해 뜰 무렵이에요. In English, 새벽 means dawn or very early morning.
한낮은 하루 중 밝고 햇빛이 강한 시간이에요. In English, use it for midday, especially for weather and heat.
해 질려는 해가 지는 무렵이에요. In English, it means around sunset, and it is more specific than 저녁.
시간을 말할 때는 애를 붙여요. If you want contrast, 애는 is useful. 새벽에는 춥고 한낮에는 더워요.
Today's keeper sentence for me is 해질녘에 만나요. Let's meet around sunset.
오늘은 이 한 문장만 기억하세요. 해 질녘에 만나요. Remember this one sentence. Let's meet around sunset.
다음 시간에는 계획을 말할 때 쓰는 더 자연스러운 시간 표현을 이어서 배워요. Thanks for climbing with Korean Ladder.